Join TWR in 2023. TWR Monday Madness.
I'm on it. Hey, you know I'm on that though, man. Y'all, come join it. In the traders war room, warring with the market every day. We on Zoom. Never gonna quit. Ain't no way we gonna lose.
How'd TWR do today? Well, much like the national title is going on today, with Georgia just absolutely destroying TCU, we destroyed the market. So let's get into some of the trades we closed out today for money. First, before we get started, I want to draw your attention to this time and date stamp. Guys, we keep things legit around here, and we make sure everybody knows when we get in and when we get out. But let's look at this. Bed Bath & Beyond, man. Went shopping today, took some profit. Beautiful round trip. All you got to do is set your stop loss above break even, and it's a risk-free trade. This is money in the bank every day. Google, I thought we were going to be able to get that 3x, but the sell-off at the bell kind of destroyed that. However, we went ahead and closed out main position over there at 212, and that was good enough for about a 2.5x on the trade. Fantastic round-trip trade. SPY was very kind to us, guys. We went ahead and swung this trade, and this was a 3x, and this was money in the bank. Doesn't get much prettier than that, except for when you trade Tesla and Tesla goes your direction. Tesla was a 3x for us, baby. We went ahead and trimmed high at 620, set that stop loss above break even, and it pulled us out at 550. That's money in the bank every day. Apple was a fantastic trade. We were looking for that 2x. It just didn't have enough juice, so we went ahead and trimmed high at 134 and stop loss above break even, pulled us out at 120. Fantastic trade. Meta, this was a good trade for us. We didn't make as much as we wanted to make on it. We ended up trimming out last week at 180. We went ahead and pulled out today at 173, setting that stop loss above break even. And during the market sell-off, it ended up pulling us out. I didn't alert it, but definitely we made some money on this trade, and it was a fantastic round trip. Now, this trade I'm extremely proud of because a lot of people are like, man, can I get a cheaper trade? Can I get a cheaper trade? You know, money's tight, so on and so forth. It doesn't get much cheaper than $5, guys. So I give you this trade at $5. We went ahead and swung this over the weekend. We pulled out high at 18, and then we went ahead and came all out at 15. That's a 3x every day. Just imagine getting 50 contracts since the volume was so elevated on this ticker, guys. That's hella money, and if you did that, you definitely banked with us. And finally, I'm giving you a little dog, guys. PLNT, we ended up trimming out last week main position at 130. We went ahead and pulled the rest of it out today at 108 for $8 profit. Guys, those were just runners, and it wasn't moving fast enough, and our money can make more money in another trade. So it's always good. Green is green, and sometimes if things aren't moving along, you just need to pull it out, take it to the bank, and you can push your money somewhere else. With all of those killers, you feeling me yet? We truly have something for everyone. Quit wasting that money that's not making money and join TWR today. The link's in the description. Guys, let's go to war. What's hot and what's not? Here's your markets on today. NASDAQ was the only one that stayed positive, but everything started selling off into the late afternoon. Basically, there was a lot of news about the Fed speech tomorrow, and so people are just kind of predicting what's going to be said. So we'll see what happens at the bell, but as of right now, we just play the momentum and we can make money either way. Here's another chart for you, just in case you guys like statistics and stuff like that instead of the graphs. Here's your futures. Everything's red, so we'll see what happens at that bell. Sector performance was about 50-50. What I like about this chart is it gives you a bar representation. What we want to do is we want to pay attention to these ones, these big movers. So what we're looking for is probably a little bit of a cool down or a run up in these sectors. A lot of times when you see the extreme shifts, you might get a little bit of continuation, but it's due to reverse to the opposite side that it was currently going. So we'll look for the rejection or the acceptance and seeing how the momentum throws us in these particular sectors. Here's your top gainers in stocks, and these are the ones that I have my attention. I like the momentum and I like the volume that are on these tickers, so definitely keep your eye on these ones for some moving and shaking tomorrow in pre-market and when that bell rings. Here's your top losers, and what we like about the losers is that when they significantly drop, we like the potential of rejection from bottom for at least a few percentages of a comeback and covering some of that difference. And these are the ones that I'm paying attention to just based off of the percent change that they had when they took their dump. Here's your most active stocks. And what we like about the activity in stocks is we want things that are high volume, high liquid, and are moving and shaking, because that's what gives us the dramatic swings going both long and short so that we can make dramatic amounts of money. And here's the ones that have my attention coming out of the bell, at least. I want to watch Tesla. I want to see what SPY's doing. And AMD definitely had some news on the horizon. Could be a decent catalyst for AMD because it's been beat up for a while. So I'm paying attention to those, as well as the other movers and shakers as well. Looking for some dramatic shifts so that we can make money, and always riding the trend. All right, so top news, Japan's Nikkei gains as tech shares track U.S. peers higher. What I want you to take away from this is a lot of times when we see the Asian markets end higher, it's usually a good sign for the U.S. markets the next day. So we'll pay attention to this, and we'll see how we do in pre-market, and then potentially, depending on what the Fed's speech is all about, we could see either a dramatic shift to the upside or be prepared for the dramatic drop to the downside. It'll all be dependent upon the Fed's speech in the morning. And on that note, precious gold prices steady as focus shifts to Powell's speech. So the gold prices were steady on Tuesday, with cautious traders largely focusing on the Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell's speech for insights into the U.S. Central Bank's rate hike trajectory. Now, what I want you guys to take from this, right? All right. If there's any type of dovish news, such as the hints of a pause, we've already been told that we're not going to get a pivot, but what some analysts have been suggesting is that the possibility of a pause and then checking the lay of the land and then going back into the rate hikes could be there. Anyways, we get any type of dovish news, the market is just going to absolutely explode. Anything on the hawkish side that is unexpected, and you can expect the market to dump. So we'll definitely be paying attention, and we'll be scrutinizing every single word that Jerome Powell says, and we'll see what the market gives us after his speech. And in crypto world, the FTX token skyrockets 40%, surpassing Bitcoin and Ethereum gains, and starts a short squeeze. So after weeks of stagnation, the crypto market roared back to life today as coins with smaller market capitalizations outperformed larger ones like the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Guys, this is one of the reasons why I like to trade coin, the Coinbase ETF. What I like to do is I like to trade that. And because it kind of moves a little bit better, it doesn't jump and dump as dramatically as the individuals. But I like trading that one because, A, the price is a lot better right now than it has been previously. And it's definitely a little steadier pace, but you can catch some of these gains. For example, you see crypto moving and you see it trending. Coin's usually going to pop a little bit, and it can go up, a few dollars, so you can make some decent money. You start to see the dump in crypto and you get the negative sentiment, coin's usually going to react as well. So I do like to trade coin, and I suggest others trading coin as well if they want to get some exposure to the crypto world, but not go all in on individual tokens or coins. Stocks I like for trades. So here are your top trending stocks, and what we like about these is when you get a stock that's trending, and especially with a lot of volume and a lot of price action associated, you can get some decent gains from the catalyst that's moving the stock, or potentially just volume alone that is shifting it in one direction or the other. All right, so first up is SPY, and right there in the blue, you see my triggers for potential moves. Now, if we trigger on a 5-minute or 15-minute candlestick, the next chart I'm about to show you is my projection of what I think the follow through will be. And so there's my top and bottom follow through, and this is what I'll base my moves off of tomorrow. Obviously, when we get into the fight, when that bell rings, we'll have to see what the trend is giving us, but these are the projections and the idea for my battle plan of attack. Here's Tesla, and again, I got my top and bottom triggers. That'll give me some indication of potential moves that I'll make. And if we go ahead and trigger on off the triggers, my follow through will be estimated like this. So I'm hoping we get the bullish push, because I definitely like Tesla when it moves to the upside, because it moves very quickly and premiums start to get juiced and you can make some decent moves. So we'll see what happens when that bell rings, but this is my idea and plan of attack for Tesla. Lulu is on my radar, definitely getting a little bit of hate, and we got a nice looking inside bar. So I got my inside bar top and bottom triggers, and I'm looking to try to make a trade on Lulu. And the next chart you're going to see is my follow through if the triggers are pulled. So the thing I like about Lulu is that when it figures out a direction that it wants to go, it moves very quick and very violently. And so I'll definitely be looking to get into this trade. Now, this one's not going to be for the faint of heart, okay? Because the faster it moves to the upside, the quicker it can move to the downside. So you have to be ready to pull the trigger and ready to kill. And absolutely, we're going to look for the target on this particular ticker tomorrow when that bell rings. And I'm going to go ahead and end the Monday Madness stock picks with something that starts with an M. Let's go with Macy's, all right? Definitely got it downgraded, and they already put out guidance that their quarterly results were going to be lower than expected. And so we're going to go ahead and expect some downward pressure. But we got to make sure that we got some top line coverage as well. So we got the top and bottom trigger with the follow through that I think if our triggers are pulled. All right, and so here's the follow through that I'm looking forward to if our triggers are pulled. I got a more probability side of the house that we're going to be trending to the downside. So I'm expecting some puts on this one, and that's what I got actually pushing into tomorrow and the next day. I'm riding some puts, but we're giving ourselves some time. You want to make sure you're going out at least into February on any of these speculative trades, so it gives yourself some time and you don't get crushed by theta. All right, that's the main part of the video, and it's done. Guys, up next, I got some upcoming items that I think you're absolutely going to love. First, if you missed a live presentation last Sunday of our New Year, New You Technical Analysis and Indicators class, not to worry. It's on the website. Remember, we want you to plan for battle with TWR classes and always make the market bend that knee. So check out the classes we have on the website. You can view all the historical classes right here at this link. Go to traderswarroom.com/purchase classes, and you can view all the classes that we have for purchase right there on our platform 24/7, just like you're watching it on YouTube or some other video platform. We have our next class scheduled. It's 22 January at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. $15 gets you a seat, and you get to keep the recording. Guys, we're going to teach you how to scalp the market using basic indicators. Scalping the market is one of the funnest things. It's the rush, it's the joy, it's what traders love to do, right? But it takes a lot of skill, a lot of patience, and we're going to teach you guys the basics and the secret sauce on how to become consistently profitable scalping the market, okay? You can be done with your trading in the first 20 to 30 minutes of the market, and all you got to do is just watch the market for any type of trades that interest you going on, okay? I'm talking about $100 to $1,000 a day, and we're going to teach you guys how to do this with basic indicators. So I hope to see you in the class, and you just register on the website at the link that I'm about to show you. For checking out any of our upcoming classes, you can always go to the website, traderswarroom.com/upcoming classes. So definitely get spun up and get yourself some knowledge. Our next round of the investment club is about to kick off, and we've got tons of interest in this. And guys, I want to share the link so that you can come join the free chat group so you can get all the information on what the TWR Investment Club is all about, what we do, and how to get spun up and get yourself to become a member in it. And get spun up on the information. Guys, this is a fantastic platform, and we have over 100 members that are in the investment club, and everybody is banking hard. So definitely check it out today, and I hope to see you over there. All right, team, that's it. Guys, I want to remind you, quit wasting money. That's not making money. Make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war.
I'm on it. Hey, you know I'm on that though, man. Y'all, come join it. In the traders war room, warring with the market every day we on Zoom. Never gonna quit, ain't no way we gonna lose.